Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer.
And I ran.
I ran all night and day.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer.
Ding.
We are back with an all-new episode. We're going to start with our shout-outs this evening. Leading us off, the man with a yawn, Josh Delgado.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm fucking tired. I took a nap, still fucking tired. Thanks, adulting. Okay, cool. So my shout-outs are going to be pretty quick. First, I'd like to thank Whiskey, just as a general item that exists. Appreciate you. Second, I'm going to thank my roommates, because last night I was not in a good space, and they helped me not be in that good space. They helped me be in a good space. Just by hanging out. We watched The Purge, and we watched Miami Connection. So, have you guys seen Miami Connection yet? Because if not, oh my god, it's so good. It's a shit. Go ahead.
I just love The Purge puts you in a good place. Like that's what scares me.
I needed something to turn my brain off, and then that's why we went to Miami Connection. Okay, this will be quick. Miami Connection is about a Taekwondo black belt rock band named Dragon Sound in the 1980s. Using their Taekwondo powers, they stopped the cocaine trade from Miami to Central Florida. About 10 to 15% of the scenes are filmed on UCF's campus in 1987. Yeah. And it's so bad, and I love it so much. And I haven't watched it in like 5 years, so that is something we need to do a commentary track for at some point.
Oh my
so
God.
Throwing that out there.
I know this sounds familiar somewhere.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so bad. Their number one song is called "Friends Forever," and it's like, I'm not gonna sing it. I won't ruin it. Okay. And then the last one, well, the same we always do. Let's all tell Donovan to go fuck himself. All right,
Donovan,
3.
go fuck yourself.
Donovan, go fuck yourself. I mean, Pat came early. What a surprise. Back to you.
Happens to the best of us, man. Happens to the best of us.
Pokemon card.
Hollow.
We will go next to the man, the myth, the dice of daddies. Dice Daddy.
Oh man, it's me. Shout outs to Roll20, D&D Beyond. And I want to shout out Trevor Moore from Whitest Could You Know Again. I'm still not over his death. And he currently has a charity for autism that he was asking people to donate to. So you should check it out. Back to you, Pat.
Next, we will go to Mike Spillane. The guy that looks a little pink. You're a little pink tonight.
I got some pink and blue rotating lights going on. I figured we're gonna be in a bottle, so blue kind of makes sense. So a little pink, little blue, little bit going on there. But yeah, go to thejunkdrawershow.com to find all of our social links. So that's the Instagram at the Junk Drawer Show, the TikTok at the Junk Drawer Show, YouTube, The Junk Drawer Show. We're here on Twitch at The Junk Drawer Show. So subscribe on YouTube. Follow and subscribe here on Twitch. Follow us on everything else. And I love you guys. Back to you, Pat, in the studio.
Yeah, back to me in the studio. That's also my office. And finally, we will kick it off with our art master himself, Carlos.
That's me. First, you could just go to junkdrawershow.com and it'll take you to all that.
That's
Second,
true.
I want to shout out Cheese Pizza for being delicious and filling my belly while I was driving home. Yes, I ate cheese pizza while driving home. It was
Only
awesome.
Cheese? Nothing else?
Say that like
just cheese.
I got extra marinara.
Okay, I respect it
Bala.
now. I respect it now.
Back to you, Pat.
you say that like it's like uncommon for people to eat pizza while they're driving.
No, it
And I
has
feel
nothing. I've
I
definitely
don't
eaten
know.
pizza while I'm driving. It's not-
Definitely.
I ate
I
half
just was
a
concerned that
half a
it was
box.
just cheese.
That's illegal.
What?
You guys
Not
are
illegal.
breaking. Yeah, I know. I mean, what? Government? No. I have a visa. 2 visas.
Gift card. Idiot.
I'm so afraid.
I would like to start out tonight by shouting out my wife like I always do. Thank you for letting me play Imagination with you guys every week. I appreciate it. I would also like to shout out The Junk Drawer Show. Check us out. I posted a podcast I did with friend of the show, Aaron Baum. He is a D1 kicker for Murray State University. It was really interesting getting to talk to him and kind of hear his story out. It was really cool. Very interesting human interest piece, I guess. Kid's gone through a lot in his life. And to get where he is in the way that he got there is very impressive. So support us and him by listening to that and checking that out. I would also like to shout out Disney Plus for continuing to leave The Mandalorian on, because I started rewatching that and it's so fucking good. It's like so good.
I need to watch season 2.
I'm already almost done season 2, and this is my like second complete watch through. You got to get on it, Carlos. You got to get on it.
It's okay. Carlos, I still haven't seen all of season 1, so you're ahead of me.
It's so good. It's so good.
I've gotten
Mistakes
caught up.
being made.
I got caught up in Invincible and The Expanse, and those are taken over.
I don't know what either of those things are, so.
Oh, dude, Invincible's so good.
I've
And he
heard.
talked about The Expanse last week, I'm pretty sure.
Probably,
right.
yeah.
I do remember that. I still haven't even finished The Boys season 2, so, but like, Mandalorian, wonderful, fantastic, very Western, and I'm about it. Space Western all day. Give it to me. I'm good with it. And that's all I really have. Work, you make me sad sometimes. I just want to throw that in there, and I can't wait to be independently wealthy. And with all of that being said, Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much, Pat. Really quick,
So
because I'm a terrible guest on other people's podcasts. I was a guest on This American Dice's podcast. So if you want to check out me playing Lasers and Feelings, check it out at thisamericandice.net. Okay, bye.
Don't
Okay.
do it.
Give
You
me the
should do
link.
it.
Give me the link.
There are
I'll add
sound
it in the
effects.
description.
There's sound effects.
Pew pew.
Yeah, essentially. So
I'm on your 6. I took evasive maneuvers.
technically I'm on your 6.
Good.
Okay, so last time we were all together, we essentially were going into the we're getting everything prepared and ready to go see Dremel. Loki had revealed that Dremel has in a bottle, his entire village is in a bottle, and he himself is in a bottle within that bottle. So bottleception. It was a bottle episode. Essentially, as you guys were kind of packing up and getting things together, Hercules had dropped onto Thor that Loki deserted them during the big initial incursion of Asgard, and that he still holds some ill feelings for that. Alder did some not so great and very off-key karaoke, but he had heart, so he did it. And eventually, the 4 of you were teleported after, albeit some of Loki needing to review his notes and reminders he set for himself. You were taken to Mount Caltis in the tribe of Cult Fovar.
Nope, we lost you.
Oh no.
Your audio's gone.
That was an
I know. It did it when he
You can
clapped too. When he clapped at the beginning, I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna lose him. And then he came back and he was here, and now he's gone again.
No, you're still not here, Dad. Sorry.
What's new?
Friends for eternity, loyalty, honesty, stick together through thick and thin. That's the real
What's
song.
new, Scooby-Doo?
It
We're
does sound
coming
like
after
that.
you. We're gonna solve that mystery.
I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you.
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
Now you gotta just drop the jaw like a snake. Duh. I'm from
Thunderball.
California. I sing about a dog. His name is Scooby, and he's cool.
Josh, do you want to make the band?
Yes. Yes, I was just thinking I want to make music again. I wrote an intro for a sequel to a script to a short that Justin and I did 10 years ago. No, 13 years ago, called Sacrifice.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess you
Hey,
can't.
he's
You'll have to
back.
find out about it later. Sorry.
Tune in next week on Scooby Doo.
Can you still see me on the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can still see.
Your microphone just busted?
No, I don't think so. I can hear myself talking.
Huh. I wonder if the
XLR.
not the XLR, the output is going to a different place now.
That could be it.
I can't hear you. No.
No, we can't hear you anymore.
Wait, say it again? Nope, still
Yeah.
can't hear you. Wait. Yes, I heard now.
Okay. So, what I think is happening is this mic is working now, and this one isn't working.
Yeah.
That's
seems
why.
right.
So, I'd like to die now.
7 more years, dude.
Oh yeah. No, 10.
10?
Yeah, I'll kill myself at 40.
Oh, I was thinking the whole world's going to end in 7 years, but yeah, kill yourself at 42.
Oh no. I'm going out on my own terms.
Hell yeah. Good job, man.
Proud of you.
Did we... Okay, I don't think it actually switched because I can't hear you. Can you
Son of
check
a-
your Skype settings and see what's happening there? Because it switched for me too.
What's new, Scooby Doo?
We're gonna
Coming
follow you. We're gonna
Gonna
solve
solve
that
that
mystery. I see a Scooby Doo. The trail leads
Scooby-Doo.
back to you. What's a Scooby Doo?
What's Scooby Doo?
Thanks, Eli. I'll never forget that song. I've probably heard it multiple hundred times, maybe even 1,000.
Was he just about Scooby Doo? Was he just a fan?
Yeah, he gets his hyperfixations, and he'll
Who doesn't?
yeah. So he'll but his would last, years sometimes. So at one point it was Finding Nemo. So I saw Finding Nemo as a kid, in a single year, probably 50 to 100 times, and Scooby Doo was one of his big ones, and it still is. So I've just been seeing Scooby Doo every iteration of it since the time I was probably 10.
All right.
I wonder why I don't trust anything. The ghost was never real. It was always someone I knew.
It was always the first dude they went to in the episode.
Old man Jenkins, but you own the building.
Gar.
Nope, you're still gone, Justin. Margar.
Can you hear me?
Going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you for a second, and then the whole thing stopped.
Better, worse, nothing.
Better.
Better.
Better, so you can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're in a fucking bottle.
Hey,
Um,
are we in a bottle?
yeah, it's a bottle episode.
Oh boy,
Actually, now we're in a bottle within a bottle.
a bottle episode.
You were in the village, and Loki eventually remembered where he was keeping Dremel's bottle, which was in Dremel's home, which you had seen. The tribe had made a shrine outside of his door, and eventually you guys were able to get into said bottle via a key of where Gimlet died, and eventually you all were face to face with Dremel, a blue furbull with a beard that was very nicely trimmed to his face, hair kind of up in in this kind of ponytail, and the first things out of his mouth when he saw the four of you is, "So you're here to kill me, eh?" And I believe that Loki is not Loki, but he is currently Alder's brother,
Alden? Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Alden Linden.
Thank you. I was about to ask because I forgot who I turned into.
Good. So, Dremel opening the door slightly, his head kind of peeks out and looks at the four of you and goes, "So, finally came to finish the job. Came to kill me."
No, we are not here to kill you.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
That you should believe us. We are here to inquire if you could kind of help. We have an issue, and we heard you're kind of smart, so we're here to see if you'd be willing to help.
and you see him, and he's like looking behind you, and he's like, how did you get here? You're not a figment of my imagination, are you? If you are, I mean, I've been tricked before, but usually at this point, you guys are kind of just, you let me know if it's a delusion. So let's just get out of the way. Delusion.
Loki walks up.
I'll just
Loki walks up, and Dremel is like 7'11", so Alden's looking up, and he just looks up, and while Dremel's just going and going and going, he just reaches up and gives him a little smack. A very, very light one, you know.
Okay.
But a smack.
As you kind of smack, your hand passes through Dremel's face, and he looks down at you.
Well, it seems like we're real, but you're not.
No, of course, I wouldn't answer the door unless I was a projection, because if you came to actually kill me, then you could actually physically kill me. Of course, you're going to have to go through all of the different labyrinths to get to me.
Hey,
So-
wait. We found you because we needed to find you. We found you because the world is ending, and we need you to help us stop that from happening.
Oh, that's it? Why didn't you say so?
I just did.
That was sarcasm.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. And you see him, and he opens the door, and there is this very wide, almost bare-looking room of just stone, as the ethereal Dremel kind of just looks at you guys and gestures into the room.
I'll walk in.
I'll follow.
and I will do so cautiously.
And as Alder walks, Alder goes, "Wait, brother!" And as he's going, passes through Dremel, and just kind of looks around, trying to determine what he's doing. Let me check what I have. I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, go ahead.
Where is it? It's something I can do because I'm a furbolg.
You're not a furbolg.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Okay, yeah, so Detect Magic. What is it? 10 minutes. So as we're going through, faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the school of magic, if any. So do I get any off of the projection Dremel?
You do. And you don't quite get the school, but you do know it's some kind of projection, whether it's ethereal or astral.
Okay. Then yeah, I will round up the tail of the group, and just being aware of any magical things we may need to look out for.
Okay. So it is a 4x4 room. There are no discernible doors. And as the door closes behind you, you see that it does seal. And Dremel goes, "All right, well, this is the first test." And you see him, and he looks at a fake watch. And he goes, "All right, you will either face your fear or become your fear. You got 5 minutes." And you see him, and he walks through one of the walls. Everyone make a perception check.
Wait, what? As he walks away.
18.
8.
21.
25.
Okay. Everyone but Loki, you see a massive Medusa head that is carved onto one of the walls. And I will let you know that the time is in real time, and your 5 minutes starts now.
It's stone.
So it is made out of stone. It is carved into the stone. It's massive. It's almost like one of the walls just takes up completely of this face. And in all of your respective native languages, you see face your fear, become your fear.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic for the next 10 minutes.
I've got
Yeah.
Detect Magic up.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
The Medusa head has a faint line around it.
Can
What-
he see the school of it?
Yeah.
There, I would say, if anything, the School of Magic is maybe, I'll say, enchantment.
Okay. What else do we see in the room?
You can roll more perception checks if you'd like.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll do one of
please.
those because I'm just confused.
18 again.
20.
12. Wait, you said investigation or perception?
Investigation, because you're looking.
Oh, 15.
Oh, in that case,
18.
10.
10. Okay. So, as you're all looking, the only discernible thing in this room is the Medusa. The Medusa is carved, and with your investigation, you do see that she has these different colored, almost stone eyes. Whether they're ruby or sapphire, you all can make a nature check to see if you know what Medusas do when you look at their eyes.
21.
17.
12.
11.
I'll say all of you would know. It's fairly common knowledge. If you stare too closely at a Medusa's eyes, you do turn into stone.
Yeah, about that, I don't like
Classically,
that.
of course.
I don't like that at all.
Seems
well,
like
wait,
a bad
wrong
thing.
accent. I was like, wait, where did that accent come from? That's a different game. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna point Eclipse to it, and I'm gonna use a charge to cast darkness around the head.
Okay.
Because I don't want to look at it.
Okay. You cast darkness, and it is shrouded.
How big is this room?
I'll say it's like a 10 by 10. It's not very big.
Can I like?
And the only other thing in the room was the Medusa head.
Correct. 2 minutes.
Well,
And now we can't see.
I would look at the group, so I'll just say it. I'm afraid of turning into stone, like from that Medusa head, so I'm going to go look at it. And Loki hopefully walks in the correct direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna also ask Thuck to drop the darkness around the Medusa. This is the only thing in here. Thuck, can you use any form of restoration?
I mean, I can.
Okay.
But if we all get frozen,
Right.
I can't.
The idea is that a couple of us will test this theory. If not, you would bring us back to a functioning.
We've got
Twice.
90 seconds. Please drop the darkness.
all right. I drop the darkness, but I keep the shield up, blocking myself from the Medusa.
And all does like this.
1 minute.
I grab Loki's hand and I look at the Medusa's eyes.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. What color are the gems?
I'll say they are red. So they're like rubies.
And the red for everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but I will say, Thor, as you stare into the eyes of the Medusa, about 10 seconds pass, and you hear a click, and the Medusa head begins to swing slightly open.
Is it just for me, or
No, it's for everyone. Everyone hears an audible click.
okay? So I'll go over and pull on the door, trying to slide it open more with my one arm.
You're able to swing it open. It is on hinges. As soon as you touch it, it just dissipates, and there is a second room, and you see at the very far end of it is the astral Dremel sitting down, and it looks like he's drinking from a chalice.
Real quick, before we jump into the next room, do I get the idea that it was because there were two of us, like one per eye? Or was it Thor himself that activated it?
You can roll a intelligence check.
23?
You can surmise from Thor both of you actively staring into the eyes of the Medusa, that's what triggered the effect.
So it was that there was two of us, not the fact that it was Thor who did it.
No, it's the fact that someone stared into the eyes of Medusa.
Okay.
So if you had it, then and only Thor had, then yes, it would only be Thor who did it.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay. So, next one. You are in another room. Like I said, Dremel is at the very far end of the room, and he's drinking from a chalice, and you see him, and he cheers at you, and he goes, "Yeah, I couldn't really stomach myself a wine. I'm more of a water kind of guy." And next to him, there is a very long table, and there are 5 different beer steins. And under this beer stein is almost like a koi pond. And you see Dremel, he looks at one of the walls and he puts up a message, and it goes, "To swim and live, and each one is grown, a drink and a fish, to each his own." And he goes, "This one isn't timed, but yeah, good luck on that one. I'll see you at the next one."
Why are
You see it? Yeah.
No, that was it. I wanted to cut off as he goes
Oh.
away. Why are you?
Can you-
God damn it.
He is so frustrating.
Yeah, you see.
Can you repeat
Yes.
that one more time for me?
So it is written on the wall. It is, "To swim and live, in each one is grown, a drink and a fish, to each his own." And
Look.
each stein will have liquid in it. I'm just giving you kind of like the idea. And when you get closer to the koi pond, there are several different kinds of fish. Go ahead.
What are the different kinds of fish?
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
I join in that.
Sure.
Cocked.
Please do. I got a 7.
Also cocked.
4.
13.
1.
Oh no.
Natural 1, by the way.
Oh, good.
Fox, like, what's fish?
Which
Even
I
though
had
he's
to
a
try
pirate?
it to talk to fish. So.
If only. So,
I have it.
there are I'm sorry, what did you get, Loki?
7.
7. And Thor got or Thor or Alder got the highest? You got 4. Okay, so Alder got a 13, right?
13, yeah.
Okay. So, Alder, with your 13, you study the different fish. You can surmise that there are 5 different kinds. There is a catfish, a trout, a pufferfish, salmon, and several guppies.
So there's only. Oops, sorry, I spelled guppy. There is only one of each except for the guppies.
No, there are several kinds.
Oh, there's
Kinds.
several of each one.
Yeah, several of each one.
Okay.
I'll say there is a set of 3 for each.
Okay.
I'd like to go over. Thor is not good with fish, so apparently, I'd like to go over and investigate the cups.
Okay.
Loki as well.
So
I'll focus on the fish.
you two go to the 5 steins. One has this kind of red, brackish, almost lush kind of color to it. One has this more watery, clear, with bits of what looks like a fruit pulp in it. There's one where you're getting a very small smell of cinnamon. There's one that seems to be a kind of fizzy amber-esque drink. And then there is one that, Thor, you immediately recognize as ale.
Seems right. Okay, and I kind of lay this out say it out loud so Alder can hear, being that he's with the fish. What do you think?
Is there anything about the liquids that I feel connects the liquid and the fish? Is there any like discernible qualities between like one that matches one to the other?
You can roll a investigation check.
Tight. Tight. It's a 3.
No,
Nailed it.
Tight.
there's no real discernible like I
His
don't
real
have a
loose
yellow
butthole.
trout. You know.
All the steins are the same size?
Yes, they are all the same size.
Same color
No.
The colors of the
of the stein, not the liquid.
Oh.
yes, they're all matching.
Is there anything different about them?
Other
Just the
than the
contents.
liquid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my pinky and dip it in the cinnamon smelling one. Anything happen to it?
No, you just feel your pinky get cold from the liquid, and then when you pull it out, it's cold.
I just like carefully tap it with my tongue.
You get strong tastes of cinnamon and the bite of whiskey, as essentially you dipped your finger in Fireball.
With him doing that, I would be paying close attention to the fish. Do I notice anything happen with them as he takes a drink?
I didn't take a drink.
Go ahead and do another investigation.
Cool. I'm really good at these, as we've learned.
Same.
Glad
Make
you're
it a
doing
one.
it then.
Yep. No, that time I did worse. It's a 2.
No, they just seem like they're swimming around the table.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Do you, have I... So my detect magic is still up toward the end, I'm sure, but do I sense anything that would be of note?
No, regular lake, regular cups, regular contents.
I relay that to the group as well.
Maybe like slight enchantment on the fish, but nothing like outworldly.
I'm gonna pick up the ale,
Okay.
stein, and walk over to the lake, and kind of sit at the lake's edge.
Mhm.
Does any fish come toward me? Are they acting somewhat naturally, or?
They're acting naturally. They look up at you and they have the attention span of a fish, so eventually they go back down and start swimming in other directions. Maybe you're going to feed them. They don't really know. They're fish.
How much ale is in the stein?
I'll say there is enough to comfortably fit one of the trout in. So it's fairly big. It'll submerge and they'll be able to move freely in them. They're fairly big and the trout are fairly small. It's not like a big river trout.
Right. What happens if I like pour a little in the lake? Anything? Is it immediately distilled, or?
It just kind of dissipates.
Okay,
But I like where your head's at.
thanks.
Loki is going to walk over to the table and grab one of the fizzy amber,
Okay.
and he's going to smell it. What does it smell like?
It smells of strong notes of ginger.
Ginger. Okay. He walks back over to Thor. Are you sitting, Thor?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he will come next to him and kind of do that Slavic squat next to him, and just
How?
stare at the fish and take a little drink.
Okay. And you were met with the nice pucker and kind of heat of ginger ale.
Is this like a pool? And
Yeah,
how-
think of it like a koi pond, like a ring that goes
Okay.
around. And there's
I
like
want-
a little walkover, and in the middle is that table with the steins.
I'm gonna grab the fireball one that I tasted and go on the opposite side of the pool
Okay.
of Thor, since he was the first one to sit, just to be curious. And I'm like, maybe it's about positioning, or
I'm gonna try and grab a fish.
That's
Okay.
what I was thinking. I was gonna grab the
Off
fruity
fish.
drink that you
Okay.
described,
So the
and
first
I
one.
was, the first one, and I'm specifically going to go for a trout.
Go for a trout.
Actually,
Okay.
no, go for a trout.
Go for a trout. Thor, are you going for anyone in particular?
Whatever I can grab.
Roll a d6, and we'll see what you get. And
I was
Alder.
gonna say, if not, I was gonna tell him to try and grab a catfish, but it's too late for that. So
5.
Okay,
Yes,
with the 5. You are able to kind of scoop up a handful of guppies.
I'm
And
gonna
then
smell them. What do I smell like?
fish.
Cool.
Alder,
Smell like a koi pond.
which one did you grab?
drink a fish.
You haven't grabbed a fish yet. Which drink?
I grabbed the one he
The
was
fruity
described
one.
as fruity-ish.
The watery clear one? With
I believe
fruit
that
in
was
it?
the
That
one.
had fruit in it, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure,
How much-
because Justin said the first one. The first one was the wine-looking
Something
one.
else. It was the wine, right?
Seeing them grab for fish, I'm gonna go for the puffer fish.
Okay.
Careful with that one.
I need Alder and Thok to make dex checks to see if they're able to pluck them.
This is check.
Mhm.
Oof.
I forgot to have Thor roll for one, but it's fine.
It's fine. I'll do it. Nope. 6. So I missed.
So they start to kind of come out of your hands.
It's fine.
5.
5 and Alder. 1. Nat 1.
My last 3 rolls are literally a 3, a 2, and a fucking 1.
Countdown.
Okay, great.
The final countdown.
So Alder's, while going for this trout, the front of your body just goes into the koi pond,
I'm Michael Scott in the koi pond.
and your legs are just kind of dangling.
Oh, brother.
I'm gonna take some nuts from my ration and kind of like crumble them
Okay.
and pour them on top to see if I can lure
A fish.
a fish, specifically a puffer fish if I can, but
Still going for
honestly
it.
any fish.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
1.
Okay. As you're kind of going through, a catfish does get close enough to you that you can grab it if you choose, but you will have to roll a dex check.
I'll roll it. 14.
14. So you're able to kind of hook it under the gill, and you take it, and it's, flapping around, going around, as you have a catfish.
Did you want the catfish specifically? Why the hell do I keep going back
I
to the
don't.
accent? This is what I get for playing in 3 groups.
I did not want a catfish specifically. I was just trying to get a fish. And I'm going to try again, actually.
Okay, then I'll keep the catfish then. Unless
No, Thor can go first. I just want to do my thing next.
18.
18, and go ahead and roll a d6.
6.
Go ahead and roll again.
2.
Okay. So you are able to catch a trout.
I'm going to put the trout in my stein and just see what happens.
Okay. While you do that, Loki, what are you doing?
Alden's going to turn to Alder and say, Alder, do you still drink? You're not drowning. Get out of the water.
Sorry, I'm just having fun now. I'm just trying to find my ways to keep myself amused, brother.
Oh, brother. So do you still drink or no?
I mean, from time to time.
And Alden walks back over to the table. No, wait, or does Stock have the cinnamon one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he says to the group, I wonder if these drinks could be made for us. And as he grabbed what's left, the wine,
The wine.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so he just puts the ale down and says, I don't think this one's for me. And as if totally distracted, goes back over to the koi pond and just lays down in it. Like he's laying on his bed and talking to his best friend on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at the fish and do any like stop at all or like any near him.
You can roll another investigation.
Natural 20. 24?
Okay.
Yeah, 24.
There aren't any particularly that, are stopping and like looking at you. Occasionally, like they'll look at you, they'll nip at you. They still have fish brains, it seems, with your natural 20. They're still acting like regular fish.
I would like to talk to the fish.
Okay.
Hey, what do you like to drink? Oh shit! And he scampers back over, grabs the ginger ale again, and comes back. Which are any fish looking at him now that he's spoken fish to them?
No, nothing in particular.
Okay, he sticks his face in the water and says, which one of you like ginger ale?
Go ahead and roll a perception check while you're in the water.
11.
Okay. With your 11, you do see there is a very bright light at the bottom of this koi pond.
Loki will put the ginger ale to the side, dive in. Is Alder still in there? Alder?
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Okay, so I'll dive in toward the bright light, and as I go past Alder, I tickle the bottom of his foot. Like I grab his ankle, tickle the bottom of his foot, and then just keep going.
Okay. So while you do that, for the trout that you put into your ale, thrashes for a little bit, swims, and after I'll say about 30 or so seconds of it, eventually does go belly up and kind of floats.
I'm gonna pull it out and just kind of throw it to the side.
Yep, and you just hear.
Okay, and that was trout inside ale?
Yep.
That is correct. There is only a finite number of decisions we can make before we kill all the fish. If this is the puzzle.
Do any of us fit in this pond?
Yeah, you can fit in the pond. I mean, Loki just dived into it.
Oh, that's right.
I know. How long would you say Loki's been down?
I don't know, about 30 or so seconds.
Knowing that he took a drink of it, I'm just going to go ahead and take a small swig out of my stein, and I'm going to dive down, and on my way down, I'm going to use a charge from my staff and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. As you put the liquid to your mouth, you are met with a very tart but sweet drink. Essentially, you have lemonade as you
Lovely.
go under. Okay.
Refreshing. And then I'm just gonna kind of look towards some of the fish and be like, what's going on here? See if they can give me any information. I'm so confused by all of this.
Okay. And all the fish kind of look at you confusedly, and you just kind of hear.
Ba, 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 ba.
Is it because they're not real fish?
I didn't say they weren't real fish. You could check to see if they're real fish.
I mean,
Just meant they
killed
were an
one last check,
enchantment.
so
Right, but they had a magical essence about them that was enchantment, so I would assume that they are enchanted.
It could be the thing at the bottom too.
do I see where Loki is swimming to?
Yep. And you see it's kind of under where the table is. You see that there is kind of almost like a well or a pit, and there is a bright light that is emitting from it. Loki, however, as you get closer to the pit, you are stopped by some kind of unseen force. However, looking down at the light source, you see that there seems to be a burning torch underwater.
So now Loki and Alder are underwater. Donner
Correct.
and Fog are on land.
Yes, sir.
I watched them both put fish in a cup and end up in the water.
No, only Thor put fish in a cup.
Oh,
Correct.
Loki and I just took a sip and went down.
mean, fuck it. I'm gonna take a sip.
You are met with the very fiery and sweet taste of Fireball whiskey in your mouth.
And I'm gonna hold the fish in one hand and I'm gonna go into the water.
Okay. And which fish did you have again?
Catfish.
Catfish. Okay. What are we doing when you dive into the water with the catfish and the whiskey in your mouth?
I'm just gonna hold it in front of me and I'm like, guide me. Take me to where you need me to take her.
The
Okay.
fish is just essentially thrashing, trying to get out of your hand so it can swim.
It's like he's trying to speak to me and I try to swim the direction that he tells me.
Just eventually goes with the other catfish, and you're just following catfish. Thor, what are you doing above water now that you're alone with all of these steins?
I mean, I'm gonna take my boots off and put my feet in the water. And just kind of sit. I'm gonna try and catch another fish.
Okay.
And put that in my stein next. I'm gonna try the catfish, remembering that Alda said something.
Okay, so catfish we're specifically looking for. So
Right.
go ahead and roll an investigation.
17.
17. Okay. After a while, you do see that, all of these fish kind of have a pattern when they go around, and you do know eventually when the catfish kind of come around. And go ahead and make a dex check as there is a small school of catfish coming.
Oh, that fucked me. 7.
7. So you dive your hand in and they just scatter.
It was a 14, which would have been a 17, and then it rolled over to a 4. Fuck. So Thor is. I'm actually going to turn over my shoulder and just make sure that trout isn't like no movement whatsoever.
No, it's just there.
Oh, cool. All right. When I take a sip, do I notice is the ale familiar?
I'll say it's not familiar, but it does have a nice kind of fishy aftertaste.
Sweet.
What
I'm gonna just
kind of
keep
fish?
trout. I'm
Fish
gonna keep
sticks.
trying for a catfish, being that was told to me, and then just sit up above the water. There's 3 of us down there. We don't need to have all 3 of us, or all 4 of us down there.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yes, Loki.
I'm just gonna go next whenever he's done. Oh, is he done? Oh, nice. Then I will come
I'm
back to
done.
the surface. You're not done.
I am done.
Okay. I will come back to the surface, expecting to see everyone, only seeing Thor, and being a little taken aback. And there's a light source. There's a torch down there. Not sure why, but I am thinking maybe the different drinks are a red herring. And he gets out of the water and goes into his pack, pulls out one of the glass bottles that Thor threw off the top of the water tower back in the succubus village. And
Memories.
memories. And I take I re-pick up the ginger ale and I carefully pour it into one of the widest mouth bottle that I have.
Okay.
Success?
Yeah, you're able to pour it in.
Okay, then I take that stein, I put the bottle back on the table, and I take the stein over to the lake, and I just try to catch any fish. One fish.
Okay.
But specific, I think, hold on, let me read the thing you wrote. Yes, 1 fish.
Okay.
And if I catch more, I send it back.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
1.
Okay. So eventually you do see that school of catfish that Thor is looking for. I'm going to have both of you roll dex checks to see if you both can each catch your individual fish.
That 14 came back around. 17.
15.
Okay. Both of you are able to hook under the gills, as both of you now have catfish in your hands.
I have it
While
in the
doing-
stein.
In this time. While you guys are doing that, Alder Thok, what are you doing in the water?
Swimming.
Great.
Drugs.
Seeing that this is clearly not the way, I'm still gonna hold on to my catfish, but I'm gonna make my way back to the surface. And
Okay.
before I break the surface, I'm gonna attempt to take a breath, knowing that I'll potentially swallow water, but also be prepared to get out of the water if I can't breathe underwater. Does that make sense?
Yep. Water does rush into your mouth as you try to inhale. So you immediately just kind of stand up.
And I'm just gonna like start being like like coughing up water. I'm like, no, that didn't work. And like swim over to the edge with Thor and Loki.
So 3 of you currently have catfish.
I'm going to.
Are there no other catfish in the pond?
Not at the moment.
Cool, 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 cool.
Alder.
I'm going to. Seeing that like Loki had gone down to the bottom, I'm gonna come back up, catch a breath, and then swim all the way down to the bottom and see if I can look around to see what's stopping us from getting to that light.
Oh wait,
Okay.
Alder, he's gone.
As you kind of go down, Alder, I'll have you roll a Arcana check.
Those historically go really well. 11.
With the 11, you do try to go more down to the, because you do see a torch that is underwater. However, it does seem that there is some kind of barrier that you could assume is archaic in nature, that is preventing you from grabbing said torch.
So does it seem like it's behind that barrier, or
Yes, it's beneath that barrier, essentially.
okay?
I just lost all of you.
I
Yeah,
did too.
same.
Yep.
Oh.
That was odd.
I'll reload.
No, everyone's coming back. All the video frames just popped up. There's just no video in them yet.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm reconnecting now.
I see Josh.
I have
And
Josh.
I
and
see
Justin
Pat.
I've
and
got
Carlos.
Carlos, I just don't see Mike.
That must have been like a whole site thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for
it
all
had
of
to
us
be.
to experience the same thing.
Yeah, I have everyone except for Pat, but now that I look at it, you guys are all frozen.
I can't see you either.
I
so-
also
would
can't
connect.
see him.
I could see, well, I was gonna say I could see Pat and Dice Daddy, but Pat left.
Yeah,
And
Pat's
now
gone.
Alder and Loki are the spinning wheels of death.
I see that as well.
You got me now?
No,
Yeah.
don't do
No.
anything though.
I just see Pat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah. Now I have all of you, and you're all not frozen. So
That's good.
There we go. I'm good.
I see Josh. I'm
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room aside from the table, 5 steins, 5 different liquids, 3 copies of each fish, 1 trout dead?
No.
No.
you muted Pat.
Yeah.
1 trout, comma dead.
Is my catfish still alive? Has anything happened?
No. There's the only liquids in there is pond liquid.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not. He's fine. He's just chilling.
Yeah. He's chilling.
I put him in my ale.
You put your catfish in your ale?
Thor,
Yeah.
you're gonna kill it.
I mean, maybe. This is the only idea I've got, so I'm just going to kind of follow through with it.
About 5 or 10 seconds pass, and the thrashing of the catfish eventually does subside, and belly up.
I'll take it out of my beer and I will throw it to the side. Okay, so we are 1 trout and 1 catfish down.
Well, if
Why
we're
did you
stuck in
throw
here,
in
at
the
least we have
bed?
food.
Catfish are dirty.
Catfish are dirty.
It's a
They're
delicacy.
scum
You
eaters.
hear the voice of God enter your head. Catfish are dirty.
They eat scum.
They're
No, that's
icky.
fillet fish. Damn it. Catfish is good.
When I come back up, I'm
Yep.
going to. I would see that there's now a dead trout and a dead catfish, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be like, kind of just. I'm just gonna try something, and I'm gonna go ahead and chug my lemonade,
Okay.
You have
and
lemonade?
then that's what he said mine tasted like. Yeah,
It's lemonade.
Oh, I missed that part.
it's pink lemonade, maybe. I don't know. But no, it's I'm gonna drink my lemonade, and then I'm going to just try and capture a fish, and I'm gonna fill the stein with pond water first, and then put the fish in there.
Not a
Okay.
catfish.
Are you what fish are you specifically looking for? If any?
I'm not, because I don't. I'm starting to think there might not be a correlation there,
Not a catfish.
unless
Go
there is specifically a fish that's got a similar color to the lemonade.
If you're looking specifically for that, you can roll an investigation. If you're just blindly going for a fish, roll a d4 for me.
Well, I rolled a 7 on my investigation.
There are
So
no
good.
yellow fish.
Cool, no yellow fish. Then I will go ahead and go for a fish.
But not a
D4,
catfish.
is that?
D4.
That is a 1.
Okay. So a trout does come close and next to you. And go ahead and roll a dex check. See if you can catch it.
That is a 19.
Yeah, you're able to scoop this out. Like
Rather than barehanding it, I'm going to try and catch it with the stein if I can.
I'll say with your 19, you're able to put it in.
And I'll just kind of observe, see if anything happens. And then obviously see if the lemonade does anything to me.
Just quenches your thirst.
Good.
And
Hot summer day in
The
the winter
stein- the
wilderness.
stein is currently just filled with pond water and this trout.
To swim and live in each one is grown. A drink and a fish, to each his own.
Can I go over to the trout that's dead in the corner?
Sure.
I want to eat it.
Okay. Just straight up like Penguin and Batman
Yeah.
Returns.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of go in. It's slimy at this point, since it hasn't been in the water for a little bit.
Right.
Little grody. You do get those taste receptacles. However, you don't feel any real flesh in your mouth.
Okay. So I didn't like eat it. It was just kind of the sensation.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I grab the trout while I have it in my hand, and I want to swim down to the light that Loki had talked about?
Okay. While you do that, I will say everyone who is above the water, go ahead and make a perception check.
Thor's weird and gross.
Modded 20.
23.
21.
Okay. The three of you eventually do notice that on the table there is another stein.
A sixth one.
Seems like it.
And that wasn't there before.
No.
Did it look like the one that Donner had, or Thor had?
They all look the same.
Alden walks over and inspects it.
Looks like a cup.
But what's in
What's
it?
it filled with?
You look in, and it is more of that lemonade.
Okay. Seeing that, Loki is going to take the bottle that he poured the ginger ale into and just dump it out.
Okay.
And then he realizes, no, why am I being wasteful? And he drinks it.
Okay. So you drink the ginger ale, and you kind of look, and eventually you blink, and there is a second stein on the table. And as you open it and inspect it, it is filled with ginger ale.
Some kind of room service.
We are royalty, brother.
No, we're not.
You're not.
Neither are you if you're my brother.
You betrayed the
That's how
family.
brothers work.
You betrayed the family. I stuck through hard time, and Loki goes into a long, way too long, 90-second monologue about how he's better than his brother Alder, or Alden is better than his brother Alder. And while he's doing that, he's looking for more. He's just emptying steins and bringing them over to the
pond?
Yeah, the pond.
Okay. I'll say for brevity, if you're pouring out all of them except for Thox, Whiskey, Fireball, all of them eventually you do see 4 corresponding steins on the table.
Thok and Alder are both above water.
Yeah.
Okay. I say, guys, I think we just got to catch one. I've got a catfish here. Alder, you've got
A trout.
a trout.
I
So
mean, I have a catfish, but I can put it back in the lake if I have to.
yeah, give it a little kiss on the head and toss it back in.
Yeah, try and get either a guppy, a salmon,
That
or a
catfish
papa.
might be dead.
Have you still been
You've
holding
had it
on
for this
to it?
long,
No,
it
he's
might,
still swimming.
it might be dead.
I put it in the water and I kind of like coax it. And I'm like, come on, buddy.
Come on, fish, do
does
something.
swim, eventually. While you
Okay.
guys are dealing with that, speaking of dead fish,
Yeah.
Thor, you dive down with your fish and
Yeah.
you do see this light source. What are you doing?
I'm gonna swim towards it,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna try and go to the light source. I'm gonna follow the light.
As you go towards the light, you are stopped by this archaic bubble.
I throw the fish at it.
Bounces.
All right, that's not it.
As
And I-
eventually you guys just see eventually just a catfish just belly up.
It's a trout.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
grabbed the trout.
The trout. You see the trout just kind of belly up in the lake.
Oh my god, Donner's dead.
And then I swim back to the top.
And he turned into a trout.
Okay.
Eventually you kind of come up and you're just like wet water just
Are you having fun?
No.
No.
shut up.
Let's get out of here then. As Alden is trying
After
to,
you, brother.
as Alden is trying to, or leading the group in scooping up different fish with each stein.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry, Loki. What are you doing with each sign?
I want to get one of each fish into a stein
Okay.
with pond water.
With pond water.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say if you want to really take your time to do it, just for brevity, it takes about like a good 15 minutes to get one of every kind in a different pond sign.
Sorry.
As the 4 of you kind of reconvene and all of you are just wet, like damp, and you just have these 5 steins in front of you. And these 5 fishes.
Is a plural of fishes fishes?
I think
I
it's
asked Donner.
I think it's fish.
No, but this is one fish.
Yeah, but like, look at all those fish. You know.
There's an old story that I remembered hearing as a kid that was 1 fish, 2 fish, and when there was 2 fish, it was still fish. Don't remember how the rest of it went though.
See, an orcish is like fish and fishes. Common is
I don't-
weird.
I don't believe you.
I'm learning.
You don't have to believe me. Do you speak orcish?
I could if I wanted to.
That means
Well,
he doesn't.
I'm just saying. We have fish and fishes.
I don't believe you.
I know.
I'm gonna scoop the stein with the ale in it
Mhm.
on the table. I'm gonna grab that and grab another fish
Which fish?
I'm gonna grab. Which one is the largest in size?
The trout.
I'm gonna grab a trout that's alive.
Okay.
An alive trout.
And what are you putting in? What stein are you putting it into?
I'm not putting it in a stein. I'm gonna grab it,
it.
and I'm gonna swim with the stein and the fish towards the light.
Okay. And the stein is full?
Yeah,
Which stein is it?
ale.
Ale. Okay. So as the three of you see Thor, like, I have an idea, dives in, you go towards the light source and you see the top of the stein just kind of open up, and you are met with the barrier, and the three of you, while you're there, you kind of blink, and then there is a fifth stein that has been replaced.
Oh yeah, steins have lids.
They do.
I break the stein on the barrier.
You successfully break the stein on the barrier in frustration as you guys just see like just fucking trash come up right next to the dead trout from before.
Oh my god. Thor.
This
Look-
was my head.
Seeing that, Loki's going to attempt to copy, but take one of the steins with the trout in it, I guess, that has the pond water in it.
Mhm.
And he'll swim down to where Thor is and try to pass through the barrier as well.
Okay. Just pond water stein as you kind of
With the fish in it, yeah.
as you guys kind of bypass, you go down, you dive, and you are met with that arcanic resistance.
I look at the force field and I say, please may I get through?
And it says no.
Did you grab the one, you said you grabbed the one with the trout in it, which is the one from the stein that I drank, correct?
I don't know, they've all got pond water in it.
Yeah, it's the lemonade one, but there's pond water in it currently.
Well,
And
in that
it's
case,
technically a new stein.
no,
Yeah,
not the
it
one
is.
that I drank from.
Yeah, it would be a new stein because he went over to the table and grabbed all of the new steins, dumped them out, and then got fish in them.
That's right.
Well, then in that case, I would do the stein that I would probably still be holding. That's the lemonade that I drank with the
Okay.
trout that I caught in it,
Mhm.
and I'd be like, maybe it's got to be we have to drink it and go, thinking that, and I'll go down
Okay.
with the fish in the stein that I drank.
Okay. As you go down, and Thor, you kind of come up. Thok, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to catch another fish.
You have
Does
all
it-
5 fishes.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm gonna grab
Fishies.
the blowfish. Why
Okay.
not?
Pufferfish, yeah.
Or the pufferfish, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna look at him at the stein. I'm like,
Which stein?
well, fireball.
Okay.
I was like, and each one grow a drink and a fish to each his own. So I'm gonna take the drink and I'm like, bottoms up, and I'm gonna feed the fish the whiskey.
Don't kill it.
So you attempt to feed the fish the whiskey. Go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
Natural 20. I shit you not.
Okay. As you kind of are pouring the liquid in and on this pufferfish seems to enjoy the whiskey. Not maybe ingesting it.
It's like coming out of its gills.
It's like bleh. So
Uh.
with that information, Alder, as you kind of go down and you just see Loki pleading with the bubble, you go through and you go next to him and you put your hand out, and your hand is immediately met with resistance of the shield.
Swim right back up then. It didn't work, so.
You following suit, Alden?
Oh yes, I would have left as soon as I got no response when I said please. Because clearly this force field does not respect manners.
It's a force field.
Yeah, doesn't respect manners.
Okay. As you guys are coming back up, Thok, Thor, you guys are on the surface. What are you both doing?
Okay, so to swim and live. Got it. Nailed that. It's a fish. They live when they swim, right? We're there.
Mm-hmm.
And each one is grown. That's the hard part. Got any ideas? Are they grown in these things? And I'll pull up a stein to my face.
But
Loki breaks the water. And oh, he doesn't know about Thok's thing yet. Never mind.
what's grown though? Like, is it the
Love.
contents of the alcohol that we're drinking? Is it the fish? Because if you're thinking of the pond itself, fish grow in pond, but in each one is grown in each, like you said, in each stein, what is grown?
Right. That's
A
the
drink and a
issue.
fish, to each his own.
So each one of these fish pertain to us in some way, I would assume. Can I look at the fish? I haven't really gotten to come over here, and I've just started fucking grabbing them.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to look at them, are you looking for anything in particular? Are you inspecting anything?
I want to look and see if any of the fish kind of share a characteristic with anyone in the party.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. As
Does-
Loki, you break the water.
Do
Oh,
these fish
fuck
look
yes.
like me?
Modded 20.
With your modded 20, looking at them, they all kind of look like fish.
No, like, distinct lightning bolt on one or weird fucking horn fin things
No.
on another. Okay.
I'm gonna look at Loki and I'm like, look, he likes it. And I'm just like, keep showing him that I'm feeding him the whiskey.
He's not dead.
Or her. No, I mean, I think they like it.
It's so is it sitting in a mixture of the pond water and fireball, or is it just in
No,
fireball?
I was feeding it. I was like,
Oh, you're
Yeah,
holding
he's
it.
holding it.
I'm holding
Oh,
the fish
oh.
with its mouth open and feeding it the whiskey.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get my lemonade and try that too, with the trout.
Loki will go up to the table, grab one of each, place it
Of
on the
each
ground.
fish or each.
No, the table, and grab a stein of each,
Okay.
and then
Thank
place
God this one wasn't timed.
it. I know. Place it
Definitely
down.
would have died.
Place it down in a circle, and so it seems like we have the puffer possibly figured out. Grab one of the salmon,
Okay.
and with cast mage hand so that the mage hand can open the stein as I waft past it, like this,
Mhm.
and then see if the salmon reacts to any of the drinks.
Go ahead and roll a investigation. Alder, you're doing trout and lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're doing
Lemonade's
that,
a guppy drink for sure.
Loki,
For sure.
are you feeding it like Dox is feeding it, or are you just putting the trout in the lemonade?
Neither. I'm putting it close to it to see if it seems to go toward the drink or not.
Right. I was specifying with Alder real quick.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said.
no,
I thought
I-
you said Loki. Sorry.
I'm trying to do what Thork is doing. I'm not just like dunking it. I watched Thork kill 2 fish already. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check as you are feeding this trout lemonade.
modded 20.
Similarly to the puffer fish, the trout doesn't seem to be ingesting the lemonade, but is enjoying the lemonade.
Mikey, I think he likes it.
I think we got one. Maybe. I don't know. I'm confused. I've never seen a fish like a drink like this that's not water.
Okay.
Seeing that Alda has a trout, I'm going to wait. Did I say salmon or did I say trout?
You said
Salmon.
salmon.
Said salmon.
Oh, then I will change nothing.
Okay. Go ahead and let's do a investigation and an animal handling check.
All right, all right, all right.
As you're dangling him amongst different open steins.
I have to
if
see
do
what
it.
they like. Jesus Christ. Animal handling 4, investigation 11.
Nailed it.
I will say you do drop the fish and it just starts flopping
God damn it!
as you start doing like a Benny Hill, like do. Thor, what are you doing while Loki's having issues with his fish and the other two are nursing their fish with drinks?
Seeing that they have two fish that are seemingly enjoying those beverages, I'm gonna try and grab another fish of some kind
Okay.
and feed it ale.
Okay. So you currently have, that is not in Loki's grasp, you have catfish and you have guppies.
Cool. I'm gonna go with a guppy.
Okay. Now the guppies are really small, so
Yeah,
you can
right.
either try to like do mama bird them, or you just dump them in.
The urge to dump them in is strong. I'm gonna
Follow
try
your
and
heart.
like. I'm gonna try and. Fuck it. I'm gonna dump them in and see what happens.
Okay. So Thor's like YOLO, and you see the guppies go in, and Thor, you're looking, and 10 seconds pass, and you're like, right. You're like, I've seen fish die before, ever since I was a child. No one else had fish as a kid.
This is bringing up some strong memories.
You were like, Mr. Gills.
In the arms of...
Please make a full backstory of Thor and Mr. Gills for me and have it on my desk by Monday. After 10 seconds,
Don't threaten me with a good time.
after about 10 seconds, you're expecting the guppies are thriving in the ale.
This is fucking weird. And I'm gonna close the lid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it closed. And I'm gonna jump in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Thor
You
logic.
see him and he's like, okay. So
13 intelligence. It's not great. You know, he's just going with his gut.
I will say, for argument's sake, you do go to the torch, and there is still a barrier there with your guppy boys.
It makes me mad. And then I swim back up.
Still lit on hand, or you let them go?
Yeah. No, I'll keep them. They're enjoying the ale, and they've every reason to enjoy it.
And you look in, take a little peek, still swimming.
Cool.
After
Hey, and I'll get back up to the top, and I'll just be like, hey, the guppies like ale.
well,
Okay, so we got 3. I guess that means we need to get ginger ale and wine sorted with salmon and catfish.
yeah, Loki takes a big sigh, and just looks at the flopping salmon on the floor, and just grabs it and dunks it in the ginger ale.
Okay. So in your frustration, you dunk, and it goes poof, and swims for a little bit. 10 seconds pass. 20 seconds pass. 30 seconds pass. And the salmon is thriving in the ginger ale.
It's been dead the whole time. Sixth Sense shit.
Oh no. Well, catfish likes wine.
Well, following these two, I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see if you fit. And as the blowfish blows up, I'm gonna like make sure to
You're just
force
like
him
this.
in.
Fuck you.
The pufferfish does enjoy the fireball, as it does thrive within it.
You're a greedy
And then,
fucker.
I'll go ahead and move the trout into the lemonade as well.
Follow suit with the rest of the fish.
I'm gonna try and drink it.
To drink the guppy ale?
They're so little.
Okay.
Thor logic. Hashtag.
Why?
No.
Did you do the fifth fish yet before he drinks the guppy ale?
Yeah.
I say let's rush and do the 5th fish before.
Yeah.
Humanity's like protein and beer. It's
Perfect
beauty.
recovery food.
The catfish does survive in the wine. There's a few moments that pass, and you hear a pop, and the water eventually starts to dissipate, and all of you see the light from the torch.
So-
Do I
Brain
get
hurts.
the guppies in my body?
Yes, you're pregnant now. You're pregnant.
Is
How
Perganent.
do you get perganent?
you said the water's gone, right?
Yep, water's fully
Are all
gone.
the fish just flopping now?
There were I would say as the water dissipates, those fish that were in there dissipate as well.
Damn it. Okay.
Why? You want to
Are they in
fish?
the-
I want to know if we could have put them in any liquid as long as it was 1-to-1, or if it was actually catfish wine, trout lemonade.
You can use your context clues of what happened.
Yeah, but
I killed
doesn't
2
know for
fish.
yeah.
I didn't kill these ones, so I would assume.
you killed them
So
both
they
by
all
putting
had a
them
specific-
inside.
What happened?
You killed them by dunking them in, right?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
that. That's true.
So it was specific. We just got quick and lucky potentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
That
have,
is correct.
I have a chart.
I will say all of you had the right combination immediately. When you guys immediately said it, each one of you, like Pat had the ale, and he's like, "I'm gonna go for a guppy." I'm like, "Fuck, that's one already gone." And Mike's like, "I'm gonna do lemonade. I have lemonade and a trout." I'm like, "Fuck, that's 2." Carlos with the puffer fish, you with the ginger ale and the salmon. Just none of you, and then eventually did catch the right fish.
We got there.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
And we're like, is it the fish in the? Is it like the whiskey in the fish? Nah,
Like,
it's just the opposite.
I'm just like,
I'm watching your
logic.
face the whole entire time, and I'm like, when the DM just like shudders.
I know.
I didn't
know you
shudder.
have it
I
wrong.
was just a little tired.
Anyways,
yeah.
So, if Wizard Steve is at the end of this, I'm going to be very upset.
Hey, it's me, Loki's Wizard
Yeah.
Steve the whole time. Are there stairs for us to go
We're
down?
super best friends. So, as the
I
four
did say that.
as the 4 of you get into the well, you do see that the torch is there, and as you kind of step, there are like a little mini spiral staircase that you're able to reach in, pull out the torch, and you're able to go down the staircase as the archaic gate is gone.
Fuck this gate.
Yeah. How close to the top are we right now?
To the top of the stairway?
Yeah. Just how far have we gone?
Not.
Not too far.
Okay.
It does. There is a room at the bottom of the stairwell.
Okay.
Of course, there would be a room at the bottom.
I'm just Loki's gonna say, hold on a second. Runs back up. Are all the steins, like the replenishing steins, still on the table?
Currently.
Okay. He's gonna just grab 2 of them. Let's just say the wine and the lemonade. Just pour them out and wait.
Okay. After a while, the wine and lemonade steins replenish.
Okay. He does it again.
At this point, Thor was getting impatient and calling for Alden to get his ass over here.
We might need more containers. So by the time the 3rd one pops up, he'll drain that and then run back down with 3 steins in each hand to disperse out to the group.
I don't want that.
All right, fuck you. More for you, Alder. Thuck.
I'm good actually.
Oh my god, fuck you too, Thuck.
I'll take one.
Thank you.
Why not?
1? I have 6.
I'll take 3.
Yes. Oh my god, thank you. And I hand him 3 steins.
So your logic is that he's just gonna not provide us the utensils to get through a challenge, even though he just did it.
Thor, you think so short term. Who knows what's going to happen next week, next month? Perhaps I want to drink 2 things at once. Now I can.
You always could.
But now I can better. And he walks down the stairs.
Okay.
But like looking
Eventually-
back to make sure Thor's paying attention. Looking back.
Okay. Okay.
I look at Alda and say, "You can keep him."
No, we've got to figure out what's going on in that head of his.
Nothing.
So,
That was
the four
something.
get down, eventually you are in another chamber and you see Astral Dremel eating an astral sandwich, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, lunch break. So you did the fish thing. Nice. So ready for the next challenge?"
I guess. Are we gonna need steins for it or no?
Oh, why would you need steins again?
It's
Already did that.
for the
Cool,
future.
cool. That's what I thought.
So, I have some riddles for thee, and ipso facto, I'm not good at rhyming. So, got to get at least 5 right, and then you get to move on.
I'm gonna be here forever.
Good thing there are 4 of you, yeah.
I'm gonna be here forever.
That's fair enough.
Sorry,
I've
how
read
many riddles are
one
there?
book.
5.
Well, you said 5,
No.
correct. How many are there
No,
total?
there's about
Oh.
50. So
Okay.
You got a good shot.
All right, guys. Let's make him give up all 50 because I'm going to call his bluff. I don't think he's coming with 50 riddles.
You want to just keep getting them wrong to see if I don't have 50
Yeah.
risk that? Okay.
He's definitely on a riddle website.
Hey,
With,
hey,
uh,
Justin. Sorry, not Justin. Josh, can you go ahead and roll 10d6 for Justin real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, and Loki was seen no more.
Oh,
sad
no.
Okay. Looks at all of you and he puts his sandwich down and it just dissipates. Wipes his mouth and he goes, all right. There are 4 siblings who are all born at the same time. The first one can run but never get tired. The second one can eat but never feels full. The third one can drink but is thirsty always. And the fourth can sing songs for eternity. What are they?
Siblings.
That's not our answer.
No,
Already
no.
said siblings.
I know. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so run, never tired. Eat, never full. Drink, never quenched. And sing forever.
Yeah.
Time runs a lot.
Thor's
Water
going to look
runs.
at Alden. Say, come on, you are the big brain boy here.
Yes, I know. I'm working on
Everyone
it.
roll a perception check.
Caught.
14. 14.
13 as well.
16.
Okay. I'll say with Thok 16, when Thor says big brain boy, you do see Dremel's brow furrow. Briefly. And then it goes back to that.
That's why I said
That was
it.
my immediate thought. You fucking idiot.
Hashtag Thor logic.
Run never tired, eat never full. Drink never quenched. Sing forever. It's not the elements. Right, it's not earth, wind, and fire. It's not the directions.
Is
And
this
Dremel
time-
looks at you and he goes,
Ask
earth, wind, and
Dremel?
fire are 4 elements.
They're the important ones.
The 3. There's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the important
only-
ones.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, Fire, and Song.
Like Captain Planet.
He's our hero.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Planetina.
Gonna bring pollution down to 0.
He just looks at the 4 of you.
Is this
Two.
timed Astral Dremel?
No, it's not timed. I mean, if I do get through all 50, let's say we get to 45 and shit, you don't have none. I mean, you got to get the next 5 perfect, right?
Right.
Or what?
Oh, I'll push you out of here.
Can we come back later?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, cool. That's
So
fun.
maybe not.
Can you give me a hint? I'm real dumb, but I'm
I
kind
mean-
of strong.
Hint. If I give you a hint now, I can't give you a hint for the other 4. You get 1 hint. And not each, just 1 as a group.
Wait.
You know, we could just
Let me-
skip this one.
Let me confer with my teammates. And I look at everyone and I go, yeah, I want a hint now.
No!
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know exactly what I'm
No.
talking
He
about.
said Earth, Wind, and Fire were 4 elements. He doesn't. he
It was
doesn't
the
get a
3
say.
important ones.
I have
Water was the most important.
absolutely.
Well,
I have no idea what's going on here right now. So I don't think this one's the one that's worth a hint because I don't think any of us are remotely close to what it could be.
Fuck. When, after what you said, Drummer goes, what was it? What did you say?
Me?
Hey, you, green.
I said water was the most important one.
Most important, what?
Element.
Out of
The four.
The four.
for what?
Four element. So
Earth,
the
wind, fire,
the element
and water.
is the answer?
That's a freebie. Also, that one doesn't count now. You have a new set of 5.
Wait, so do we get our hint back?
So I was right.
It wasn't a hint. He said
Oh.
water.
So,
You kept saying earth, wind, and fire.
yeah, no, there's a
Not
fourth
even
element.
September yet.
It's not.
Oh, but you never said water. The 4 siblings are earth, wind, fire, and water.
If I was a dick,
Water
I'm-
runs but never
one.
tires.
Oh, I got it.
What drinks? Earth?
But never quenches? I'm assuming earth.
Then fire eats. Oh, yeah. And then
It
air just
never-
will never shut the fuck up.
It'll sing, but it never stops.
Cool.
That's why I
Next
should
one,
trust my gut.
Astral Dremel.
Yeah, right.
Number 2, right?
You're
No,
gonna be my best friend.
this is a new number 1.
I just wanted
You
you to
said that
know.
one doesn't count.
If you want to be my best friend, you can.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I can pierce armor and destroy swords with just a rub, but it is harmless. What am I?
Thor turns and looks at the group and just says, "It's got to be chafing, right? I mean, you know, under the armor you chafe like a motherfucker.
You pierce armor, not goes under.
Chafing goes through the armor, you know, is what I'm saying.
No, it comes from in the armor. And it's not harmless, it hurts.
That's why you wear Under Armour.
I don't know what that is.
It's
you should
what goes
invest
under
in
your
it.
armor. It's
Yeah.
in the
It's gonna
name.
be huge.
I've been gone for 900 years, okay? Cut me some slack.
Just learn English. Sorry,
Thanks.
comment.
So what was it? I can pierce armor.
It sounds like wind.
Do you want me to say it again?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yeah.
I can pierce armor and destroy swords with just a rub,
And
but I am harmless. What am I?
swords, just
And you said rust swords?
I said I can destroy swords.
Destroy swords?
but I am harmless. I think you just said it.
I think you said it on accident. Is it
Yeah, I
rust?
think you said it on accident as well.
That the answer you want?
Sure.
Not
Team.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, you got it. Yeah, it's rust.
Look
Nailed
at
it.
you,
Gang gang.
So that's one.
Alden.
Harumph.
All right. I am wasted by a foolish man. I'm spent by an average man, and I am invested by a wise man. However, everyone succumbs to me.
Time. Get it.
Time. Or age.
All right, that's you got time. Fan.
Nailed it.
Fox is still
Time.
trying to say it in his head.
No, Thuck, it's time. We got it already.
Oh, we need more time.
Shit. That was fucking
All right.
right.
What do
They
the
don't have
words banana, assess, and grammar have in common?
A.
No.
I'm not wrong. They all have A's.
That's not the
Banana,
solution.
assess, and grammar.
Double letters.
Don't banana. You said them all.
I did.
Look, I'm not wrong.
Alden, you're not
right.
gonna outsmart him. He's looking for something in particular.
Yeah, it could have been those things.
Yeah, it's not though.
Can they all be peeled? No.
You're
Can you,
excited.
can you slip up on them? Grammar. Assess.
They've all got 3 letters in them. Could that be it?
Banana.
B-A-N-A-S-E.
Grandma's got
G-R-A. Fuck, you're right.
Yeah, grandma's
Common's
cool.
not my first language.
No, it's Elvish.
But they all have. Oh no, they don't all have a double letter, do they?
They
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Assess
Banana.
has one. Banana has double. It's not sequential double letters, but it's double letters.
So having two of a letter.
A-N-A-N-A-S.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Man, this shit
didn't
Don't
say
is...
start
banana.
with me, Fred
I said
Durst.
banana.
One banana.
That's important.
B-A-N-A-N-A.
Banana nana.
Banana. Fuck.
Banana. Can we get a hint for this one?
Is this what you want the hint for?
No,
Definitely
Thor,
we want the hint
there's
for.
47 more.
So who cares? We're 3 away. We get this one. We're 2 away. Who cares?
There's 47. We could just skip it and not need a question and not need a hint.
Yeah, but if we get it, we're closer to the end, Loki. What the fuck does it matter to save a hint if you never use it?
Mr. Dremel, does the hint count against us?
No, it doesn't hit against you. And he zeroes in on Loki and he goes, thought it was Alden.
It is Alden.
He said Loki.
I would never say that.
Who said Loki?
Blondie.
You're blonde.
Who's blonde?
Banana.
I'm so
I have
confused
blonde
right now.
hair. And then I point at my hair.
No, he said low key, like subtly.
Yeah. It's a phrase that they're using out in the world now.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
like I'm
wanna roll
low-key upset
deception
right
check?
now.
Yeah, I'll roll a
Roll a-
deception.
Roll a group deception here, buds.
Do I have to roll too?
If you're trying to
That's
lie with
17.
them.
I haven't said shit.
16.
17.
I'm not going to try and lie with them because I'm only going to hurt them.
Okay, hold on.
We're charismatic-ish.
I am not.
Right, so don't.
Dump stat.
Don't speak.
Okay. He looks at you both and just kind of, if you say so.
We do.
Yes. So, your answer, oh clever ones.
Oh, I was still kind of hoping for a hint.
Is that what you want your hint for?
Yeah.
Alden.
Oh, now he's gonna play games with us.
No, we're already playing a game.
No, like more games, like love games.
It's a love game.
Whatever Thor wants.
Play
Give
a
us-
love game, play a love game. Sorry, Lady Gaga. All right. If that's what you want, take out the first letter of each of the words and put it somewhere else.
A nanab.
Shut up.
Oh! They're the same frontwards and backwards if you put the letter at the front and the back.
Correct. Maybe you might even be Big Brain Boy on the mountain.
But that's not even... What's the word for that? It's not a name. It's not a word.
Isn't it? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called.
No, because that's
You're
when
thinking
it's...
of
Yeah, let's go...
Palindrome, I think. is what
Yeah,
it
let's
is.
go
It's
backwards.
called reversible.
Is
I'm
the
really
word reversible?
saying-
Doc's right. Let's move on.
What'd you say, Dice Daddy?
Go well.
Riddle number 4.
What'd you say, Dice Daddy?
No, you just said that. I'm glad that he's not the one who was answering for you. The one who said it's a reversible.
It's a reversible.
All right. Unlike ice that melts when it's heated, I solidify when I am. What am I?
Unlike ice that melts when it's heated, I solidify when I am. When you are what? Heated?
It's called a palindrome,
Correct.
for the record.
No, but palindromes are the same backwards and forwards. You can't switch letters in palindromes.
Correct.
Right, but he said if you remove the first letter, they become a palindrome.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So when something gets heated,
Is it mercury?
someone's resolve.
It solidifies.
Is that what you want to use your answer for?
No.
No, mercury doesn't get solid. It just melts at a certain point.
Say it again.
Right, but when it gets hot, mercury doesn't melt, it stays together.
It doesn't solidify, though.
Do you want me to repeat?
Yes, please.
Unlike ice that melts when it is heated, I solidify when I am heated. What am I?
Well, when someone gets angry,
Oh my god, I hate you.
they solidify their resolve.
You're
Thor,
the dumbest elf I've ever met in my entire life.
I'm not wrong. I've been around longer than you.
Is that your answer?
No, it is not our answer.
Why?
All
Fuck
right.
it. We've got 45 more.
I might
Sand.
get bored of the 45 and I might limit it to like a 3 strikes kind of thing.
You can't change the rules.
I can change any rules
they're
I want.
his rules,
No, that's
so
not
he can change them
fair.
as he
No,
wants.
you said them before.
Sir,
You changed the
I'm
rules.
in a bottle. In a bottle. Life is not fair.
Then why are you projecting that onto us? Anyway, okay. Whatever you want, Thor.
I don't know.
I can say it as many times as you'd like.
Dough.
My guess is sand.
That is, both of those are true.
I like sand, but more though.
I hate sand.
Why? Why do you hate sand?
Because it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
But if
It's
it's,
Well,
if it's
like
heated
sand,
enough, though.
or clay. Realistically,
Or
clay when you
younglings?
heat it up.
Yeah.
Clay when you heat it up becomes solid and you
Glass.
can build out of it.
I will say, you know what else is kind of like ice? Your guesses.
The
So
cool.
cold.
That was cold.
Well, I think we can see our confidence issues here.
I'm sorry, I was still stuck with Loki and not liking sand.
Who?
Well, then I have no idea.
Lackey? Is that what I?
I'm not your
How
lackey.
said-
Yeah, of course you are.
I'm not your
Not
fuck-
pulling your weight
I'm not
here.
your goddamn lackey.
I'm
Hold a
gonna go with
second.
sand. I'll second.
But he said that was cold.
That's why I said I have no idea. Then
Say it one more time. Astral Dremel?
Unlike ice that melts when it is heated, I solidify when I am heated. What am I?
Brain blast.
pizza.
Dremel. A Super Saiyan.
Can we have the answer, please, and move on to the next one? Because now I'm just genuinely curious what it was.
Looks at the other two. Other three.
It's going to depend on whether you're going to go strike rule or... Because that's going to be very dependent.
I'll go 5 strikes.
Ooh. Still don't like giving up, you know? It's kind of not great.
Yeah, we've got
I mean-
3.
I'll be here all day.
That's fair. You don't have anywhere to go except with us to save the world.
Sure.
Look, if the fate of the world is determined by my intelligence, then we're all doomed.
It's fair.
I have an intelligence of 8.
I'm also what you would say is not the sharpest tool in the shed. So
I've
There's only
smashed
one of
them
us
out.
here who's smart, and they're
Oh, metal
being
melt.
too smart for their own good. Because they're a butthole.
I have given fantastic answers. They are not wrong. He just doesn't agree with them.
You've given the worst answers.
All my answers
Walking
are right.
around them.
Walking
Can't write your way out of everything.
around.
Sir, can we have the answer and move on to the next one, please?
looks at the other three.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Why? We've
Then
got 5
guess
more.
better, because I don't have it.
Gotta be unanimous to move on.
If you want to throw away a strike, then by all means. But if we get kicked out of this bottle, we're in trouble.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
Thuck?
All right.
Yeah.
Green?
Skip
Okay.
it.
And you see him, and he palms something, and you hear him kind of, and you see him crack an egg as it turns from liquid and it hard boils. Solid.
Fucker.
Oh.
Got it.
Sand
Hey,
was still
Oliver.
right.
This is actually my snack, so
It's funny because I was gonna point at him and be like, "Are you gonna eat that?"
yes.
Shit.
All right, that's one. So, I am battered, but not bowed. I can take the blows of hammers and blades against my crown, but I can never move. I never break a sweat, even when the sun's heat beats on my brow. What am I?
Sounds like a mountain. You said battered but not, well, bowed?
Correct.
Correct.
So it's not a tree.
When you mean battered, what does battered mean?
Hit.
Beaten.
Like not like pancake batter.
Thuck, forget about the egg. It was just an egg.
Oh, but I'm really hungry. I am battered, but not bowed.
Come on, Alder. You threw away a guess. What you got?
Can you repeat it for me again?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
I-
Dremel.
I'm battered, but not bowed. I can take the blows of hammers and blades against my crown, but I can never move. I never break a sweat, even when the sun's heat beats down my brow. What am I?
Brow.
Sounds like an anvil.
I was just going to say the same.
What's your final answer?
It's my
Fuck.
guess.
I mean, I don't have any other one, so sure.
You see him, and he looks at you, and he snaps, and an anvil falls. Yeah, you got one more.
That was pretty dangerous what you did there. Just be careful.
What's
One more,
actually-
right? One more,
Yes.
we're good.
Yeah, really got to think about this.
Please take it easy on us. Mr. Dremel would be appreciated.
Was his mother the doctor?
What type of bear is best?
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
The moon.
All right, ready.
Ready as I'll never be.
Harumph.
All right. I live in the mind, and I show upon the heart by hand. I am brought to war, but I don't kill. I am treated respectfully by all fighters and inspired by the young. Many swords have been wielded under my name, and I am the greatness that runs deep in the bone.
To courage.
And you see a slight smile as he goes, looks like you get to move on. As he gets up, recollect yourselves.
Ba, ba, ba.
That was
Ba, da, ba,
very
ba,
good,
ba.
Alder's brother.
Yeah, see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like low key, you really did a good job there.
High,
No, you already slipped up, right?
high key, thank
I
you.
didn't-
Yeah, no, we're aware.
I got no idea. I'm just happy to be here, honestly.
All
Are
right.
you?
Didn't have a choice.
You might be the only one.
So, finally, as the four of you kind of follow Dremel, the doors kind of open, and Astral Dremel splits, and there are two doors. And Dremel goes, "This is a oldie but a goodie. Always a good time. One of us Dremels tells the truth, and the other Dremels tells nothing but lies. You have one question to figure out which door leads to safety and to me, and the other one which will kick you out very, very quickly out of my bottle."
And they are both astral, correct?
Correct.
I will turn and look at Alden.
As will I.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Give me a
Two
second.
doors.
You get one question.
You have 2 doors, you said.
Yes,
And one
What-
of you will lie at this question. The other will tell the
Always.
truth.
correct.
Well, normally I would just kill one of them.
It's not an option. They are not real.
I think I know it.
What's your question?
Which is the right door? If you're asking the liar which is the right door,
We don't know
They'll
which
lie.
is which.
but if you're telling the person telling the truth, he'll tell you which one is true.
Well, that's the
They
thing
should-
is,
Point to the same door.
Yeah,
is
either
what
way.
Doc is saying.
Yeah, but won't True say... Hold on. You might be right. Let me do some quick maths. And Alden takes out his notebook.
And Thor's going to turn and look at Thok and be like, yeah, that makes sense to me. The truth is going to tell you which is the right door. The lie is going to tell you which one.
Oh well, I guess it's.
But we don't
not
know
could
which
lie.
one is the liar.
That's
That's the problem.
Fair.
So actually, they'll point at different
They-
doors if you say that.
well, here's the thing. I don't think that's the purpose of this exercise. I think this purpose of the exercise is to ask Dremel a question that he would know, and we need to just know this person well enough to know what the correct answer to this question is.
How does that help us decide which door to go to?
He said there's 2 Dremels, so I assume a Dremel is standing next to each door. Whichever Dremel we ask the question, if they answer the question truthfully, that's the correct door. If they answer the question falsely, that's the wrong door.
That just means
So
they're
it
standing
depends-
near the door.
Well, I mean, we only get to ask one of them one question, so you kind of have to assume that whichever one you ask the question to.
Brother, that's not how logic works. It's not assuming.
Well, then you can go ahead and ask them both which door is the right door, and you're not going to get anywhere. So.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not.
we've
I-
established that already.
Yeah, I'm saying that neither of those options are correct, and we've got to think of a new one. Because there are 2 doors, correct?
Thor is going to
There are.
turn his back to the Dremels.
Sure.
And he's going to look at Alden in the face. And he's going to mouth the name Gimlet.
Alden's going to cast Minor Illusion into Thor's ear and say, I thought that, but that only tells us who is telling the truth and who's lying. It doesn't tell us which door is the correct door.
Do you have to ask both of them the question, or can you only ask one of them the question?
I'm going to turn around and look at the Dremels and say, can I get a question that's not a yes or no and it's just a clarifying question?
Is that your question you want to ask us?
No. I'm just looking for clarification on the rules.
Rules are: one of us lies, one of us tells the truth.
Who
You
said
got
that?
one question to figure out. They're saying, I'll say they're saying, talking simultaneously.
Okay.
You have one question to figure out which door leads to your safety and to me, and which one will kick you out of the bottle.
So as Josh, this is really frustrating because I know the answer, but I can't remember it. But I've legit, when I was a kid, I was so goddamn anxious. I'm like, okay, if I ever get into this situation, now I know what to ask.
And then you just forgot what to ask, huh?
Yeah, because life has been going much better.
That's good. I'm glad that
I'll
things
never
are
be
going better
in
for
this
you.
situation.
Yu-Gi-Oh lied to me.
You're like quicksand. Stupid questions like this. Things I won't have to worry about ever. Guess what? You're also in quicksand.
Stop, drop, and roll, bitch.
Fucking shitiots.
I mean, I can fly, so it's not a huge deal. But
So one only tells the truth, one only lies.
Which one of you tells the truth? He points at himself.
No juggling.
They'll each point at themselves.
Correct. That's what I was thinking too.
You ask which is the correct door. The truth teller will point to the true door. The liar will point to the fake door.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get out of here? One will say go through the correct door. The other will say go through the wrong door. What is 10 divided by 0? We're not robots, so nothing will happen.
If it was more than one question, we could ask that question. And
Thor's gonna turn around and go, "Can we have a hint?"
No.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine.
now you want the hint.
I mean, it was worth a try.
Which...
We can't ask what the wrong door is.
Because they'll both point at
Because
each door.
The truth will
Opposite
point to the
doors.
wrong door. The false will point to the true door.
Now, does it have to be a yes or no question, or can it be any question?
Is that your question?
No.
No.
I'm talking to Alden.
Does it have to? No, I don't believe so. It can be a deeper question more than yes and no.
And they're astral, right? They're not actual.
Correct.
They're not like actually in front of me.
Yep,
I
no,
don't think the
no
spell-
spells
I don't
here.
think the spells. I was gonna say I don't think the spell works this way.
Divine
I mean-
intervention.
Well, I was looking at Zone of Truth, but if they're not actually here,
Yeah, we're playing by his rules.
Yeah, I think
And
what
both of them
passes
just
on
kind of
truth.
click and wink finger guns at Thor.
You know, we could split up. Half go in each door.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's not a great idea, but it is one. Have you ever brainstormed before? Before Thor. It's called yes and.
And Thor's gonna kind of look at him and just go,
Yeah, you know, for the god of storms, you've not done many brainstorming sessions.
"It was hilarious. It was great. I've never heard that before."
I'm starting my stand-up career soon.
I'm just gonna like go to Thor and whisper, be like, "What if he breaks his disguise? Do you think that might throw him?"
No. I do not. And I'm gonna kind of look at Alda and just be like, he knows.
Oh no, I know he knows, but I'm dumb. I'm not that
All right.
dumb.
Yeah, no, that's
no,
fair.
I'm that. Oh.
Doc's like, we're killing this.
10 out of 10.
He's still on the egg question.
He's like, I still wanted that egg, man.
I just want them eggs.
I wanted to eat that egg.
Still never got them eggs.
Can I cast locate object?
Sure, what are you trying to locate?
Dremel.
Okay.
Do I get a sense of which door it's through?
You do not.
Damn it.
Good. It was a good try.
I get no sense at all.
No, it's kind of like a split down the middle.
One of us tells the truth. One of us lies. There's two doors. If we tell them to take you to yourself, you'll each take us through a door.
Well, it's an action, not a truth or a lie. Right?
Correct. But one of them might be lying about the destination. It's not an exact question, but he's also not going to do it. If I say, is this the right door, and point at one of the doors, one of them will tell the truth. The other one will tell the lie. But one of them will say yes, and the other one will say no.
Yeah, I know how to get them to tell us which one is the liar, but we only have one question.
Correct.
That's why I almost feel like I said, I think you need to ask him a personal question that Alden knows the answer to. So that way, when they both answer it, one of them's going to give you the answer that Alden knows, and then the other one's going to make something up.
Correct, but that doesn't tell us the door.
Right, they could stand on any side of the doors that they'd like.
So asking that question keeps our odds at 50-50.
It doesn't mean the truther stands in front of the good door and the liar stands in front of the bad door. They could switch that.
I thought we were going to, once we figured out which one we believe was telling the truth, that person's going to guide us through a door.
No, we're gonna point their door. I don't know how this works.
Well, yeah, Dice Daddy, did we interpret it wrong? Like,
In what regard?
Like, is what Mike's saying, is that accurate, that we have one question to determine which one is the correct, like the truth teller and the liar, and then we can talk to them, or we only have one question to ask?
You only have one question to ask.
Okay.
And then we have to pick a door.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
they are not
Gotcha.
not stuck in front of a door, whether they're like, this is the good door, this is the bad door. They could be in front of any door. Cool,
I'm
cool,
gonna
cool,
shrug.
cool, 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 cool.
Okay, that's my interpretation issue.
I know, I think we were all there at certain points, so
Yeah.
it was worth clarifying.
Justin, you're hurting my brain today, I'm not going to lie.
16-year-old Carlos is screaming at 33-year-old Carlos right now.
Can't all be combat babies.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I'm fine with it not
Exactly.
being combat, but I'm not sending you to the Shadow Realm, I'm sending you to Tampa, Florida.
That's worse.
Hell, 32-year-old Carlos is yelling at 33-year-old Carlos because I watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh! During quarantine.
Your
Oh
move.
no.
Brain blast, Carlos. Brain blast.
I'm trying. If you notice, I'm like literally not even looking at the camera because I'm like staring down, like, and letting my brain kind of like leave my head for a second. Because that's the thing. I'm like, if we knew for sure that each of them stood in front of a certain door, then yeah, I can figure it out that way. But knowing that they don't have to stay in front of the door that they're theoretically stopping us from being.
Wait, could we? No, because the liar would just lie. I was like, wait, could we ask who knows the correct answer? Because he's a liar, he would say me, and the truther would also be like me, and that gets us nowhere.
We can find out who's the truth teller by asking who is the truth teller. I think. Or who's the liar. No, fuck, what is the question? There's one that determines... I had it 10 minutes ago, now I've lost it.
Are you the truth teller? The truth teller has to say yes. The liar has
Also
to
says
say yes.
I had it earlier too, fuck.
No, the liar can lie. He could choose himself or... Oh no, if we ask specifically
He's only going to
who
lie.
is the truth teller, right. He's only going to
If
lie.
you say, is he the truth teller is going to say no. The liar is going to say yes. Or no.
Well, we could ask
He'll say he's gonna know as well.
if there's Dremel A, Dremel B. We ask Dremel A, is Dremel A the truth teller? Truth teller will give us the truth. Fuck, no, that doesn't work either, does it? I had it and then I lost it because it didn't matter.
You know, when this episode is done, I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna search this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, my
It's on
brain.
Hulu.
I just need the clip. I don't need the whole episode. Yo, Fox hates this.
Fox
I think
just sitting in the
Carlos-
corner.
And by
sucking
Sock,
his
I mean
thumb.
Carlos. I'm so bad.
Oh yeah, we
Figured out
could.
a
I think we
single
could
one.
ask. Could you lie to us? The truth teller would say no. The liar, could you lie to us?
Say-
Would say no. So that doesn't help either. No, never mind.
No.
But that's the wrong question either way.
And if it was one door, it'd be easier.
Well, yeah, because that would be the only door.
They just go through the door.
We would just go through the door.
Oh, no, lie. I meant if it was one person and two doors.
Right.
Take me to your real body. It's not a question, it's an order. I take the mace out and I swing. Nah, I'm kidding.
I'm going swinging.
Hold on, let me get my
Just a
thinking blanket.
swingin'.
Oh no, wait, I don't have a mace anymore. Eclipse is a great sword.
He's got to get his thinking blankie.
I believe it's more of a shawl, actually.
I start taking the
Okay.
sword and just like hitting myself in the head with it, trying to let it like spark inspiration. Oh my god.
So if we were to ask, if we go through this door, what would we find? The truth teller, if it was the correct door, would say Dremel. The liar could say literally anything. If it was the wrong door, the truth teller would say, you'd be expelled. But we can't assume
And the
that he's
liar
going.
would say,
Yeah, we just can't assume that.
Dremel.
We can't assume that the liar is not going to just say the opposite of whatever the truth teller says.
Right. Because he can lie in any way he chooses because he's the liar.
Yeah.
You know, like a liar do.
You know.
Like a liar do.
I know how
Absent
we
he is
can do-
somewhere cackling.
So I know how we can determine which one is the truth teller and which one's the liar.
But we only get one question. So
Correct.
that's
What,
the
what
hard
is that?
part.
Is the motive trying to figure out which one's the liar, or is the motive trying to figure out which door we
Which
go through?
door?
It's gotta be the door.
Can I like vibe check him?
Yeah, sure. Use your
Insight
vibrator.
check.
Is your vibrator going crazy?
It's a 1.
Bob secure, dude.
Gonna need some Trulies in here real quick.
They're both drinking White Claw.
Okay, so if we knew what Dremel wanted, then we could say, is this the way you want us to go? And if he wanted us to find him, then the truth teller, if it's the right door, would say yes. Fuck, no, it still doesn't work.
Because the liar will still say no.
So we need to get them into a question that
The truth and the
Would
lie
force-
points the way we want.
right. What are the odds that like Dremel has like a ham sandwich? And we could ask which door is Dremel eating a ham sandwich behind?
That's not different than which door takes us to Dremel.
Yeah, I know, but
You're
I'm
hungry.
really hungry, and like thought got in my head with the egg thing. So
Yeah, I got you.
I go to both doors and I smell for.
smell for ham.
Roll for ham. Don't roll for ham, Carlos. It's not a thing.
Loki casts minor illusion to make a ham sandwich for Thor.
Why would you do that?
Because you're hungry.
I can't eat it though. It's not real.
Just believe.
Your brain makes it real. Red pill or the blue pill?
You don't get any more of my very fine Asgardian alcohol.
That's fine. It's too strong for me anyway.
Yeah, it is. Which we need to ask which door leads. No, because leads to Dremel would not be.
Does this door lead to Dremel? One will say yes, the other one will say no.
If we can get them to point at a door, like, I assume they're one consciousness, so we can't say which door do you want us to go to. Which door would you point us to attain our goal? They would just point at two opposite doors. Which door will lead us to what we want? Two separate doors.
Which door would lead us out of the bottle?
Two separate doors.
Two separate doors.
You had something, Mike?
I'm just trying to think. Are we asking both of them a question, or are we just asking one of them a question?
I think it's
Both.
both at it as a whole.
Because I think that's really what we need to do, is we need to try and ask just one of them a question.
Why?
Because if we ask one of them what the other would say, that might be the way to do it.
The truth would honestly lie. The lie would lie about the truth. So, what would the other say is the correct door to go to? The truth teller would point to the false door, and the false Dremel would lie about the truth and also point to the false door. Is that correct? Gang?
That so far makes the most sense out of everything.
Right, so
especially-
yeah, let's think it out. Okay, so Thor, you only tell the truth. Thok, you only lie.
Okay.
Oldest question.
If I go up to Thok and I say, what would he say is the correct path?
No, ask both. Why pick one? We don't know which is which. So I think your question's right, but ask both.
It has to be worded right.
I think you're right, brother. What would the other say is the correct door?
So which door would the other person say Dremel is behind?
Or maybe even just make it simple and make it like a yes or no question. Like if you walked up to them and said, yes or no, would he say this is the correct door?
And if I'm the liar, he's the truth teller, would he say that this is the right door?
So
if it was the right door, I would lie and say no.
And the truth teller would tell the truth of the lie.
But the liar could still tell a lie. The liar could still say it's the other door.
It's only going to lie, though. There's only two options. It's yes and no. So if there's door A and door B, the truth...
You have to limit the options.
Let's say door A is the correct one. The truth teller, what would the other say? So the truth is going to honestly lie, so it will tell a lie. So if A is correct, the truth teller will say B is the correct door. The B is the liar. The truth would say A, and the liar would not tell the truth because he will never tell the truth. And by giving us the correct door A, he would then be telling the truth. So he would have to say B. So then if they both say B, then we know A is the correct door.
That makes sense to me.
You did say a lot of words there, so if you're confident in it, then I would say go for it.
And Alden turns to Alder and says, brother, you came up with it.
You're the one that has to ask it, though.
And Alden pulls out his journal again as I math it out because I think it's right. So you say which one would the other say the truth would truthfully say what the liar said. Which one is, what would the other say is the correct door? False would say that is the correct door. Truth would be like here, okay? And false, truth would say it's the correct door. False would not tell the truth. Yeah, that's got to be it. So Alden looks to the two Dremels and says, what would the other Dremel say is the correct door?
And they both look at each other, and they point to door number 1.
So, and Alden looks around.
Two it is.
Door number 2.
And they look and they go, final question? Final answer?
I think so.
What's the worst that can happen? We got ejected out of a bottle.
And maybe never come back.
I've had a
And
good
then
run.
the world dies.
And both of them shrug as you two, all 4 of you, go through door number 2. There's a very long hallway that first starts bare, but as it goes, there are these calculations, almost a beautiful mind, where it's just top to bottom calculations. And eventually you get to a lab, a little office, as you see Dremel kind of hunched. He's a little less kept than his astral form, as he's looking around and he just seems to calculate. And you see a non-astral Dremel just writing and hasn't even taken notice of you coming in.
Hello?
And Dremel gets up, looks behind him, and he goes, wait, are you real or not real? You have to tell me if you're real or not real, okay? Because if you're not real, then I'm having another delusion, and if you're real, how the fuck did you get in here? And if you're not real, you have to tell me you're not real, because if you're not real, then I need to know if I'm going crazy or not, because I'm already going crazy, and I know
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Dremel.
Hey, Dremel, we are very real.
And we're
Look,
not.
and I'm gonna smack Alden right in the face.
God fucking damn it! We're not cops, also, so we don't have to tell you anything. Also, Thor,
Don't.
fuck you.
Don't listen to Alden.
You're right. We are cops.
I'm gonna just reach my hand out to Dremel
Okay.
and be like, try and extend for a handshake
And
because he's someone that I feel like I've known.
and he looks at you and he goes, what do you guys want? And you see him and he has a toothpick in his mouth. He flicks it, gets a new toothpick that he just apparates. And you see him and he starts writing things out again, like he's continuing this equation.
We need your help. Your brain is
Broken.
legendary.
Legendary for being snapped in two. I've calculated. Obviously, I have to give or take maybe like 1 or 2 months because I didn't know how a passage of time would be in here, but I've got to be here for at least, a year? Maybe like 14, 13 months? I don't know. I'm repetitively just thinking in my head. It's like a
Dremel,
timer.
we
It's like a
can-
timer.
We can
It's
get
like a
you out
timer.
of here. We can get you out of here. We
Why
need
would I
your
want to get out?
help.
No, it's safe in here. All I wanted was time, and now all I have is time. Thank you, bud. And
Well,
you see him and he goes, no, thank you.
There's not as much time as you would like to believe.
Time to do what?
Figure this out. All of this.
What is it? What is... And Alden begins to look around. Does any of it make sense to him?
You could try to roll an intelligence check.
18.
18. With your 18, you can see that there are patterns, but all of it looks like gobbledygook, like something that he recognizes, but it seems like you wouldn't recognize. And eventually he looks around and he looks at you and he goes, "You're trying to figure it out. See, I thought of that. Of everyone trying to come in, try to figure out what I'm trying to do, and then trying to figure it out. So I came up with my own equation in my own language. So this is all mine."
Alden,
Okay?
Alden casts Calm Emotions, which I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, you can cast calm emotion.
No, I have Charm Person.
I have calm emotions.
Okay, yeah, then I look back at Thok and say, Thok,
I just nod and immediately cast it.
And you see him, and his breath becomes more regular.
If it makes a difference, it's a charisma save.
Oh,
You-
it's a Christmas save. Hold on.
You are. I'll wait.
He's looking at you.
You are fully aware that you are in a bottle, right?
Yes.
Okay. If this bottle, for whatever reason, shatters or breaks, bad things happen. The end of the world is coming. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are assembling. We need your help to meet with a hobgoblin named Ashford, so you can figure out how to get us to the moon.
And he looks at you and he goes, "All due respect. 4 horsemen. Scary stuff, of course. Scary stuff. For all I know, one of them could have put me in here. Why? Still haven't figured that out.
is that what you're trying to figure out?
No.
What are you trying to figure out?
All due respect. I like to keep that to myself."
Dremel, we can't do this without you.
How do you know my name? Who sent you? Easy. Who sent you here to get me? How did you know where I was? No one's know where I was.
What are you trying to figure out?
And he steps up to you and he goes, "I have no desire to tell you.
If you
I've
have,
already had things rooting around in here. I don't need anyone else.
then what are they?
Mine."
Speak with us.
Who sent you?
You've been here alone for, as you said, over a year, and we are the first ones to make it through all your trials. Either we are here to help you or we are here to kill you. Either way,
Do it then.
let us know. I can
If we were
help
here to
you.
kill you, we would have done it already. I could tell you that.
No, the mind is cruel. And you see him and he points at you guys. Like a cat that plays with a mouse before he eats it. No,
I
if
can
you want to kill me,
promise-
you could extend. You could do it quickly. Don't tell me what to think.
I just can say I can promise you that at least the 2 of us, we're not able to do that.
Promises on deaf ears. Who sent you?
Us.
I've already told you, if it wasn't for your help, the end of the world is around the corner.
Dremel. Hi, I'm Thor.
Pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine. Can you just have a moment with me, real quick? And I grab his hand with my one good hand, and I grab it, and I try and make eye contact with him.
He doesn't look you in the eye. His eyes dart down.
Then I will talk softly to him, but I will say, Mr. Dremel, I was gone in a pocket dimension for 900 years. I was born a prince of Asgard, a god. And everything I've known and everyone I've known is gone. If there is anyone in this room that can understand what you're going through right now, it's me. I floated alone in the dark for 900 years. When I tell you that we are here because we need your help, I do not lie to you. This is the most dangerous encounter, anything, that any of us have ever seen. And if we don't get you out of here, and if you don't help us, we will fail. Please, trust me. You have my word. We will take you to Ashford's, and we will take you wherever else you'd like to go. I will make sure you get all of the answers you're looking for.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
27. Natural 19 plus 8.
Okay. And he looks up at you, and there are just tears, but he doesn't make eye contact. The minute he glances back down, and he goes, I just want it to stop.
What would you like to stop, Mr. Dremel?
And he just kind of releases your hand and just starts banging on his head.
Loki puts a hand on Thor's shoulder as he walks up to Dremel, puts a thumb on his temple and a pointer finger, or the other way, whatever, wrapping his head, and casts Minor Illusion to create the sound of wind in his head so that all his thoughts are drowned out, so he can finally have clarity for the first time in a year.
And you see him in. The banging on the head gets slower.
Dremel,
eventually, he looks down. Yeah.
No. Let's go ahead.
No, just he's dropping and he's calming down.
Dremel, what are you figuring out?
How I can finally kill myself and get out of here. It doesn't work. Tried hanging, slashing, stabbing. Just resets. But I can crack it. And he looks at you and he goes, I can figure it out.
Dremel, you can't. There is no out of this. It is a pure pocket dimension. Your village sits atop a power source. This power source lets certain magics pervade and grow in ways that they could not anywhere else. And you remember, and Loki takes a breath. You remember that man Gimlet was spending time with?
Just nods.
That is why he is here. Or that is why he was here. The only way you can get out is with us. And that is because, as he drops his disguise, and you see little by little as just like a wavy energy just goes down as he slowly becomes Loki where he was Alden. And he looks to Dremel and says, because I put you in here.
And he looks up at you and he goes, Once again, almost like he's not making eye contact, looking at the bridge of your nose or the top of your head, and he goes, "I'm scared."
I know. But you don't have to be. I know what isolation can do to you. I know the agoraphobia that... And he regains himself. I know what you're going through. But there's more life to live for you. Now I can get you out. I can make this all go away. I can make it feel like a bad dream. But you have to help us. And not for us. For your village. For your mountain. For your family. You have so much. As he almost pets his hair. Just like a nice caress. You have so much in here. It would be a waste. Let me help you. And I will let you help us.
And between that and Thor's role in his own speech, he nods very quietly. Have to get my books. And you see him, and he leaves almost like he goes through a door that is just covered in parchment that you didn't even notice was there until he opens it, and you just see a peek in what his bedroom looks like, and it's just more of this parchment covered in just equations as he closes the door gently behind him. Do you want to keep going, or would we like to stop it there?
Oh,
I'm giving you the option. We're a little bit over time, and I'm not a computer yet, so...
how are you feeling? Because I know we're going to be off for 3 weeks, but...
I'm feeling okay. If you want to get him out of there, I want to also give you the opportunity to talk amongst yourselves without him there.
I don't trust that he's closed the door. Loki starts to make footsteps toward the door.
Okay.
I will grab Loki to keep him from going to the door. Trust is earned, brother, not something that you can buy. What is he going to do? Kill himself? We're here. He said it resets. What's it going to change?
He can still hide.
Then he hides. Then we tear the room apart until we find him.
Listen, it's more than the room. I made this bottle, but I did not make all this. This is more than I ever expected him to do.
And Thor will look at Loki again and just say, brother, trust is earned.
Okay. And Loki takes a step back.
Alder, Thok.
That was heavy. That's... Jesus Christ. That's really all I have to say.
Who's that?
It's a name I've heard before.
Oh, okay.
Loki's going to begin looking... Oh, no. Go, Thok.
I was gonna say, would I be able to banish him out of the bottle?
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
Loki begins pacing about the room, trying to understand how Dremel did what he did within the bottle, and just to see what he's been up to, get a lay of the room in general.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
6.
It looks like the ramblings of someone who is very crazed. Like I said, there seem to be patterns to it, but it's not written in any discernible language.
This broke him more than I thought it would. His mind's so strong, yet so susceptible.
A few moments pass, and you hear the door gently open as you see Dremel. He has like maybe a little over like messenger bag, and you see him holding like 2 books in one hand, 3 books in the other hand, and he's going, I couldn't fit them all in the bag. I couldn't fit them all in the bag, so I put some of them. I'm just gonna hold, if that's okay. I'm gonna hold them, and then I'll just make sure that I have them in my hand.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You can take as many books as you'd like. I'm sure Ashford has quite a few books as well. I need to get some verification from you though.
Yeah, no, I think I have my ID somewhere.
No. Not that kind of verification. We are taking you back to the plane you're used to. If you try and complete this, it will have adverse effects that you're not going to reset again unless Thok is near you with a diamond.
So I'll be able to die.
Yeah, you definitely will be able to die. And Thor's gonna grab his wrist, not hard, but like is in an embrace, and be like, I know how desirable making it stop sounds, but there's more to accomplish. There's more to do. And it does get better. It gets better as time goes on.
Yeah, he nods.
And I'll let go.
And he goes, I have to take the I have to take the sanctum down. So just give me one moment, okay?
Sure.
While that's happening, Loki casts minor illusion into Thok's head and says keep a close eye on Dremel. I fear Thor's speech has done more damage than good.
He puts his 5 books down, and he touches one of the walls, and you see him trace something in this garbled gibberish as the walls slowly dissipate around you, and you are just in this empty black void that you originally had come on, that you saw the mansion earlier. And you see him, and he picks up a very small piece of paper, and he looks at it, and then he just crumples it and tosses it.
Loki casts Mage Hand to go pick up the paper. And as doing that, walks toward Dremel and says, wait, so we're just in a void right now, right?
Yep, you're in the void in the bottle.
So he walks closer and up to Dremel and says, I made you more than this. Where did it go?
Disappeared after about a month, so I had to make something myself.
Disappeared? No, No. I made it to last year's, not weeks. And by that time, the Mage Hand would have brought back the paper, and Loki will quickly read it.
It seems like it's a simple scribble on it, and he goes, I had to make a sanctum, so I made one.
Dremel, this was not my intent.
Let's go. as he doesn't make eye contact, as he just kind of waits there as the four of you convene. And I will say, with that, let's go. We will end it here.
Yee.
Heavy.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. As you heard, we will be off for probably 3 weeks coming up. We all just got some life stuff going on. But we'll be back strong after that until holiday times. But we wanted to thank you guys for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed this month plus of consistent streaming and hanging out. We really appreciate you guys coming in and checking it out. Josh, would you like to read some names in the chat?
G Willikers. Yeah.
Golly G Willikers.
Golly G. All right.
Jeepers.
Thank
Boy,
you to
would I.
Gandalf the Babe, Bing Cortana, Four Gathers, J Velez 1199, Miss Lenity, Shawarma Chameleon, and Devlin07. Thank you all for watching.
Guys, thank you so much. We will be back in just a few weeks, which is plenty of time for you to wear your mask or get fucking vaccinated. We appreciate you, and we will see you guys all back here next time. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.